My name is Mark Anthony Sutton, a.k.a. Big Preach. I was a gang member, and I know that prisons do not work. I did 26 years in prison. I support the California Endowment. Schools, not prison.
My name is Darren. I've been incarcerated 32 years. I'm in support of California Endowment Schools, Not Prison campaign. So all you young brothers that's gangbanging in school and robbing and committing crimes, I got a big story for them. The prisons are full of y'all. There's nothing here. There's no education here. You don't learn nothing here. Schools are the best way to do anything in your community. With education, you can go so far. And with the California Endowment Schools, Not Prison campaign, we can learn so much. And I'm asking all you young brothers to stay in school because there's nothing in prison. There's no such thing as a successful gang member. I'm proof. I've been down 32 years. I am not, and I do not support gang activity whatsoever. Stay free, stay educated, and support California Endowment School Not Prison campaign.
Hello, my name is Steve Champion. I'm calling for San Quentin's Death Row, and I'm calling into the Kathleen Wells Radio Show. I had to call to show my support for the California Endowment School Not Prison campaign. If you hear some of the noise in the background, that's because you have many guys all over the tier talking. Guys are interacting with one another. Guys are screaming, trying to get things passed. This is one of the ways the guys cope while they're in prison. And one of the things I realized early on in here, if you don't develop any type of central program, a program within your cell, what happens is that you'll end up doing your time outside your cell, screaming at the TV, hollering at the staff, talking to yourself. That's why it's important that you develop some type of program within your cell and within yourself so that you'll have a central focus in your life. But one of the things I want to say is this. I grew up in Los Angeles, South Central California. I am a former gang member. I have been participant in the cycle of incarceration of juvenile detention centers, California youth authorities, county jails, and prison. And one of the things that I can say to you with certainty, after being on San Quentin's death row for 32 years, is that prison is not the way to go. Many people may think that coming to prison gives you some type of street cred, or it makes you cool, or it makes you down. I'm telling you, that's not true. There is nothing, and I mean absolutely there's nothing cool about not having an education. So I want to be the one to tell you that getting an education is one of the best things that you can do in your life. That is the reason why I support the California Endowment Schools Not Prison campaign.
Hey, Big Sean, what's going on, man?
Man, what's up, Melvin? How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm all right, just trying to make things happen. I'm speaking with Kathleen Wells with the Progressive Voices Network, and her show has partnered with California Endowment Schools Not Prison campaign, and I thought you'd be an excellent subject to tell about your life and how it could have changed your life. Could you give us a little insight?
Hey, man, listen, man. Mel, I wish like no other, man, that program was around when I was in the streets when I was a juvenile before I picked up them guns and served 20 years in federal prison. I would have much rather been in schools and not in prison serving 20 years for the actions of a young person. And I look back and I see how we learn things at that age, and we're sponges. We gravitate and we pick up so many things. If we had that program around, it would have prohibited me from going to prison and hurting my mother and my father and my siblings, not being in their lives, not being around, not being a father to my child. So with that program being up and running, it will affect not just what's going on in one community, but in the country. We need to get that program all over the world. I'm very behind that. The California Endowment Schools Not Prison campaign.
Hi, I'm Bishop L.J. Guillory. I'm the Ombudsman General to Ombudsman International, and I have always supported education versus prison. Far too long we have sat back and we have watched African Americans go to prison, young men being shot dead in the streets. We know that education has always been the key to freedom in America for the black man. We're asking you to support this initiative that will say schools, not prisons. I was one of those California young men who spent 8.5 years in prison for a crime to which I did not commit. I am here to tell you that after I was released from prison, I became a commissioner in the very city of Compton, where I was wrongfully convicted. Right now, we boast one of the safest communities in the surrounding areas of South Central Los Angeles. We also want you to know that if you put as many dollars as it takes to educate a young person versus to incarcerate them, the outcome is success. So that's the reason why I support the California's Endowment Schools Not Prison initiative.